guess the question I wanted to answer was, one, why did I just start doing videos? I started doing YouTube videos. My brother, I thought to myself, there are many people out in the world that would like to ride, or lost their license, or have a disability that can stop them from riding for whatever reason, incarcerated maybe, missed going for a ride. I just thought if I could do a raw video that encaptured how it felt, the lean angle, you know, as raw as I could get it. Maybe, you know, you were tied up in hospital with a broken leg and you really miss riding, you could come for a ride with me and it'd be sweet. Yeah, nice view from around here. And so that was the reason I started doing YouTube videos. I just wanted to give back a little bit and just say to someone, yeah, come for a ride. I started off on slow bikes, so when I say slow, English bikes, which are relatively slow. And as I progressed and wanted to go that little bit quicker, I changed from a 78 Triumph to a 2005 Fatbob. I started out with just a stage 1 kit in a Fatbob with no suspension or anything. Sorry mate, sorry about that. And just slowly went from there. When I did the stage 2 upgrade, I did the suspension. After I lived with that for a while, I dyno tuned it. After I lived with that for a while and started getting out to where I felt I needed a little bit more, I changed bikes to this bike now. 2013 Fatbob. This is a dyno range. The Fatboy is a soft tail range. The soft tail range is a little bit longer in the frame, a little bit lazier, but in the wet, a lot easier to manage in the wet. And you can get in the wet, as long as you're in the right gear, you get drifted around the corners and it was lazy and it'd come back and you felt confident, inspired. It just felt like a good overall bike to ride. So yeah, the downfall to a Fatboy, I guess, is the ground clearance. That's why with the ground clearance issue when I did the suspension, I had a 2-inch over in the front, just got it up 2 inches, and that made a lot of difference. And that's where I developed my lean angle from, getting off my bike. So, a couple of people on forums have said Mick do, and then a bit of a laugh and a bit of fun, and I guess that the riding style that I have got is a lot like a sports bike rider, and to be honest it is. When I went to Lakeside Raceway and did the advanced braking and cornering course, this bike was specifically I set this bike up to go there and to ride that Lakeside Raceway. I picked the Lakeside Raceway, I picked that specifically because it had a shorter straight. The disadvantages of a Harley would be against a sports bike is top end. But when it comes to tight technical stuff, really that isn't an issue with a Harley. If you've got your suspension set up and your ground clearance right, it's all about leaning off your bike. It's all about braking in the right places, being in the right position on the corner, being in the right gear. The sports bike doesn't have that advantage. it's the rider. If a rider's a good rider on a sports bike, he's going to leave you for dead. But if it's an average rider on a sports bike, and let's face it, a lot of sports bike riders are, then you got just as good a chance as anyone else of keeping up with them.